Welcome to Pax Europiana, this time again from another part of Babyn Yar, the Holocaust memorial, where the Holocaust happened here, where the Nazis killed so many Jews in the year 41 in September after the fall of Kiev. It was a complete disaster, and it is a crime which will live in infamy for the whole history. And I call Mr. Scholz, come here to apologize and make sure that now you will not let genocide happen again. You will defend Ukraine, deliver weapons, that the people are not without arms, that they can defend themselves. This is so important. When you leave the Ukrainians alone and abandon them now to Russia, you repeating the crimes of the past, and that shouldn't be the lesson of the Second World War. The Second World War's lesson should be that we are able to defend ourselves and that the people are free, and crimes will be not allowed to happen. Because never forget, this is now the communist, the second of the Babyn Yar documents, monuments, and let's never forget what really happened. Because it was Stalin's division of Europe and his plot to allow the Second World War. This is very important. The Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact was the starting point of the attack on Poland, and the whole crimes happened because of that. So we shouldn't let the Soviet Union off the hook, and shouldn't let Russia attack Ukraine at the moment. And this year, 2021-22, this shouldn't happen. And that's the moral obligation of Germany and Europe. That's why we have this European Union. That's why we have NATO. Not to allow crimes to happen again. That's why we intervened in Kosovo and in Bosnia. Too late, but we did. Even Jost Schröder did that. Yeah? We will not allow such crimes again on the European continent, and best nowhere. That is the message. And therefore, Ukraine needs to be armed and needs to be defended. That is the lesson of Babyn Yar. Don't let the poor people without arms and unprotected be the victims of the brutal genocidal disaster power back then, the Nazis, and now Putin is behaving like that. Yeah? And at that time also the Soviets were already co-responsible for all the crimes which happened in Eastern Europe, because they allowed them and they facilitated the Second World War. And then we have the eternal shame against the Russians, and then to leave the Ukrainians undefended is entirely historically incorrect and immoral. So, Mr. Scholz, come here, bow your knee, be the Willy Brandt, do the Willy Brandt here in front of Babyn Yar, and apologize for the Ukrainians what you did in the first half year of your prime ministership, and make sure that you bring weapons and money to defend and supply Ukraine. This is the moral obligation of Germany and the whole European Union in this crisis of 2022. And if we take our flag, the flag of Europe, seriously, then I say, if we take these values seriously, we are ready to defend Ukraine 100%. They will be not victimized like in the past. Yeah? Now they will be defended. And Germany, do your part. That is the pledge I want to see here. Like Willy Brandt did it in Warsaw, you have to come here to Kiev. Fall on your knees, ask for apology for the German crimes, and make sure that no Polish and no Ukrainian will ever die again under German watch. That must be the pledge of Olaf Scholz in Kiev. Thanks a lot. More to come from Pax Europiana.